Hey guys, I'm Key Nicole and welcome to my room. So today I'm going to do a small, slowed, detailed eyebrow tutorial. A lot of people have been asking me to do this tutorial for the longest, and I do a lot of makeup videos, and when I get into it, I forget, that is like a highly requested video. And so I was starting to do my eyebrow, but I could see it's red because I wiped it off. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to do a detailed video on how I do my eyebrows because a lot of people always ask me, how do you get your eyebrows so good? And honestly, I'll be real, like it took years and practice for me to be able to just effortlessly do them how I do them. People always say, you just do them so effortlessly because since I was younger, that was the first thing I wanted to master was my eyebrows because, I'm not ashamed of my eyebrows. I love my eyebrows. They're thin, and I actually love my eyebrows because feel like I can do what I want to do with them because they're thin. I don't have to worry about getting them trimmed and threaded and all of that. So I'm very grateful to have the eyebrows I have, you know. So, and then I could be able to incorporate how I do them as far as makeup. And so let's do it. I'm already an artist and I'm good with a pencil. So I feel like this is easier for me to do my eyebrows is using a pencil. And I specifically use an eyeliner pencil because it's more pigmented than the average eyebrow pencil. And I feel like I like my eyebrows a little darker. First things first, I've already sharpened it, but you may want to sharpen it so your lines could be very precise. We're going to focus on our structure, our base. How I do it is I look at my eyebrow. I'm paying attention to it, and I'm going to see how big do I want it, small, do I want it big? Okay, if I want it big, I'm going to draw around my eyebrow in that shape. So what I do is, in this case, yes, I start from the front. It's an angle from the front of your eyebrow and do a straight line. Okay. I wanted it bigger, so I'm not going directly under my eyebrow. I'm going just a little bit wider. And do it light-handed. Don't press on, because if you press on, that's when you mess up because you're putting too much pressure on it and it's going to do something you don't want it to do. But if you take your time and you lightly, it's not a race, it's not a rush. If you rushing your makeup, just don't do it. Because if you want to look right, you cannot rush your makeup, you cannot rush your face. I'm not putting too much pressure on it. It's like I'm holding a pencil and I'm lightly feathering. And this is why I say do eyeliner because it's pigmented enough to make a mark even when you're light-handed. There, I'm gonna stop there. I brought it up because I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna start from the top. Okay, stop. You're basically just doing two parallel lines up. And then everything down now. Don't overthink this part because that's why you have concealer to clean it up if it's not like perfect. This part doesn't have to be perfect. The concealer is what makes it perfect. There, I brought it down. Now color the rest. But keep in mind that the product you're doing and the product that you're applying right now as you're shedding is what you're bringing to the front. I feel like that's the shape that I want it to be like. Because once I put the concealer on, it's gonna all come together. So now I'm gonna use that fluffy thin brush, or you can use like a different brush, or even if you have a brush like this. But in this case, I wanna use this one because I feel like I can stay in the lines because it's thinner. Either way, it don't matter because whatever you get outside of the lines is what you're going to conceal. Concealer defines your eyebrow shape. Keep that in your brain forever. The concealer defines my eyebrow shape because when I put the concealer on, it's cleaning up around my eyebrow to make it look neat. But you want it to look like an ombre, which is a dark color fading into a light. And if you want to use like a thicker fluffy just to blend it a little bit more, that's fine. There. So we have your eyebrow. Now I'm going to take some more concealer and put it on my hand and get that super, super flat brush where I'm able to precisely underline the eyebrow. Don't put too much product on it because you don't want it to mess up your shape. Just enough for it to clean it up. And so I'm going to take that and I'm going to just underline it. And I take it up there. All the way up there. But don't touch your eyebrow too much. But, you know, now shape it. This is where you clean it up. And so I do the front and then I do the tail so I can make sure it's a clean, sharp tail. I just go, whoop, that's it. Whoop, boom. Don't even touch it no more. And now you got space right here, still fill that in. And these are everything I didn't want in my eyebrow when I was originally drawing it, right? Okay. And then you just underline it as straight as possible. Me, a lot of people, okay, so now, I'm sorry, I missed a step. You could bring your concealer down. You could bring the concealer down now. I'm kind of like going and fixing it more because I'm a perfectionist. I don't know why. But yeah. Okay. And so now for this part, I'm going to use a bigger fluffy brush and I'm going to blend it. As much as I can, just all over my lid. Boom. There you go. There you go. That's your eyebrow. I don't conceal the top. There's people that do. It does look cleaner, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't like doing it. I just don't like doing it. And so what I would do now at this point is I would take like a palette I have, any makeup palette you have. In this case, I'm using the Kylie Jenner palette. And then you could tell I use a lot, but I try to go with the one that kind of is closer to my skin color. And so right here, I'm just gonna go in between these two colors. And I'm going to put it on my eyelid because I don't want it to be too white now because I brought the concealer down. I have to make it look consistent with my color, skin color. Don't bring it all the way up because you still want that clean eyebrow look, right? So don't bring it up to your eyebrow, but just bring it up enough to erase all the white. The excess white, I should say. Boom. So here's a thick eyebrow. So I hope that it helped, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.